Hurricane Melissa, the most intense Atlantic storm of 2025, made a devastating landfall near New Hope, Jamaica, around 1 p.m. Tuesday as a Category 5 hurricane, according to the U.S. National Hurricane Center. At landfall, Melissa packed maximum sustained winds of 295 kilometers per hour with an estimated central pressure of 892 millibars, making it one of the most powerful hurricanes ever recorded in the Atlantic basin, and the strongest ever to strike Jamaica. The storm's ferocity unleashed catastrophic destruction across multiple parishes. Entire communities are being torn apart as Hurricane Melissa continues to lash the island with unrelenting winds, torrential rain, and a deadly storm surge. In the coastal town of Treasure Beach, St. Elizabeth, conditions are described as apocalyptic. The eye of the storm passed directly over the area, flattening homes, uprooting trees, and sweeping vehicles into floodwaters. Local authorities confirmed that much of the community is now under several feet of water, with emergency services unable to reach many residents trapped inside damaged buildings. In Ainan Town, Clarendon, floodwaters are rapidly rising, forcing people to seek shelter on rooftops and in attics. Streets have turned into rivers, carrying away debris and household items. Similar scenes are unfolding in Mandeville, where power lines lie tangled on the roads and communication is severely disrupted. Jamaica Public Service reported major outages affecting hundreds of thousands of customers, particularly in the Black River and Santa Cruz areas, where transformers exploded under intense wind pressure. The roof of the JPS office in Black River was ripped off, leaving employees scrambling for safety. The Jamaica Meteorological Service confirmed that Melissa's core reached the Parrot area shortly after 11 a.m., battering parishes including Manchester, Westmoreland, and St. James with destructive winds and torrential downpours. In Montego Bay, huge waves from the storm's surge slammed into the coastline, flooding streets and damaging beachfront businesses. Several hotels sustained structural damage as seawater rushed into ground floors, while the Montego Bay Hospital reported partial roof collapse and flooding in several wards. Residents across Santa Cruz, Spaulding, and Clarendon describe the storm as unlike anything they have ever experienced. The relentless rainfall has triggered multiple landslides, particularly in hilly regions of Manchester and St. Elizabeth, where roads are impassable due to mud and fallen trees. Some small communities have been completely isolated, with rescue teams unable to reach them until the winds subside. Reports from Melissa Island, located off Jamaica's southern coast, suggest that parts of it have been almost completely wiped out, with widespread destruction and at least one major landslide confirmed. As the storm's outer bands continue to pound the island, flooding in the Black River Basin has reached critical levels, prompting urgent evacuation efforts. Local emergency management officials have advised residents to stay indoors and move to higher ground immediately. Several shelters in Clarendon, Manchester, and St. Elizabeth are now at full capacity. The Caribbean region as a whole is reeling under Melissa's impact. Torrential rain continues to drench the western and central parts of Jamaica, with reports of burning ground in Santa Cruz, a local expression referring to intense heat and lightning strikes accompanying the storm's violent winds. Severe flooding has been confirmed in the Spaulding area of Clarendon, and Treasure Beach remains one of the hardest hit zones, suffering near total devastation. Meteorologists warn that while Jamaica endures the brunt of the disaster, the storm's next targets are already in sight. Forecast models from the National Hurricane Center and regional agencies indicate that Hurricane Melissa will move northwestward toward eastern Cuba late Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning, bringing the potential for life-threatening conditions there. Afterward, the system is expected to continue toward the southeastern Bahamas, maintaining major hurricane strength. The NHC clarified that based on current trajectories, Melissa is not expected to impact the United States, though large ocean swells could cause dangerous rip currents along parts of the U.S. East Coast later in the week. Experts are calling Hurricane Melissa a historic and sobering event for Jamaica. Meteorologist Dr. Camille Hendricks from the University of the West Indies stated that Melissa's strength and speed of intensification are unprecedented for this region. It's a clear example of how warming ocean temperatures are fueling stronger and more dangerous storms. She added that the storm's rapid intensification, gaining Category 5 status just hours before landfall, gave residents and authorities little time to prepare, worsening the disaster's impact.
Good. We are complaining about, see there? Roof them are go everywhere with up. One big tree down just up. Chopping a mustard car, all a mustard car top it up. And look how see there? The whole of the car mirror gone. Touch roof gone. Is it? Huh? How much you can see the car? See the whole of the touch roof gone. So all I place them a leak and everywhere with. You see me? We have nowhere to go. Nowhere is there to go. So nowhere is there to go.